In today's video, I will be showing you how to make your keyboard sound 100 times better for no cost at all. You might be wondering, how is this going to work? Well, it's simple, modding. Modding is a simple and cost-effective way to make your keyboard sound better. Mods can take your keyboard that sound like this to this. And one of the most effective and easy mods that can change the dynamic of your keyboard entirely is the tape mod. To start this off, we need a keyboard. So I'll be using the Tester 68, a 65% keyboard with a full plastic case and steel plate. I am also using Lube, Gateron, Milky Yellows, and Astrology keycaps, which are knockoffs. The total price of this keyboard is $9. The next thing we need is 1. Tape. 2. Tape. 3. Tape. And if you guessed tape, you are all wrong. It's a set of tools. You will then want to disassemble your keyboard nice and gently. No, I have to take out the switches. What you're about to see is me disconnecting the PCB from the plate. And if you don't know, this has been a battle between me and the PCB. And I tried, okay? I tried for like 10 minutes straight, and I even looked up a tutorial.
You can just pinch this right here and it should be unplugged pretty easily.
Oh, hell no, man.
Bro, how did you do that? My fingers are literally bleeding. And I finally won. So this is why my reaction was so crazy. I got it. Oh, I disconnected the PCB. This is my first time ever. I don't know why I'm so hyped on it. That's kind of an L. Okay, so after you have your keyboard opened, what you want to do next is 1. Tape. 2. Tape. 3. Tape. And if you answered with tape, then you would be correct. What do you think you would need to do? Wash the PCB? Wait, don't actually do that. Because in the last video I said, if I don't see 30% on this next video, then I'm gonna... Well, because you guys didn't get the 30% subscribed on the last video, you know what that means? Why did I do that? And by the way, I made a Discord. It's a community post. I'll also put in the description. You will want to get the tape, and I will be using painter's tape, and you can use any tape, honestly. I had my tape lying around the house, but you can get painter's tape for like $4 on Amazon. Just make sure you don't burn your house down if you have a battery in your keyboard. Take your tape and place a strip on the PCB and make sure to press down the tape into the crevices of the board to make sure it's a tight fit.
That's what she said.
Place enough tape to cover the PCB, then place another layer if you want it to be extra thick. Disclaimer, for boards that have standoffs, you will need to cut holes in tape so the standoffs can go through it, and I would not recommend going over 3 layers of tape because the sound difference is minimal. Now, what you've all been waiting for is the sound test comparison. And now for the boring part. Why does this even affect the sound of the keyboard? If you want the long answer, I will link a very in-depth explanation by Near Lucid down below. But in short, the tape acts as a wall that bounces off sound, making the keyboard sound poppier and louder. And instead of hearing the sound from your case, hear more of the sound from the PCB, which is typically more helpful for entry-level keyboards that have low-quality plastic cases. And if you're using a full aluminum case, then you won't hear the pinginess because the tape will mute it all. And if I missed anything or I was wrong about anything, let me out in the comments. Probably the question everyone is asking though is, did it improve the sound? Well, unfortunately, I can't decide that for you because keyboards are subjective and every keyboard sounds different, but in my eyes, it took my budget keyboard to the next level. And if you are willing to look for a cheap mod that will change up the sound of your keyboard, go for it. The mod will only take 45 minutes, and it will definitely be worth it. And if you don't like it, rip it off. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more of this content.